I'm the Global Runner and I'm trying to see if I can still run fast aged 51. So far I've run a 16:01 5k, a 33:02 10k, and now the next step is trying to go under 2:30 in the marathon aged 51. Okay, it's Monday and I haven't been long in a long time. So let's see how far we can get. Okay, these sunglasses on my head are becoming increasingly optimistic. It's the camera's doing a good job of picking up the light, but it is pretty dark at the minute. There's the moon behind it. See that? There you go. Did 24 miles yesterday, which wasn't quite as far as I wanted, but it's all I had. I was pretty tired, so that was a bit of a brutal run. So today we're going to slow the pace down and hopefully cover somewhere between 15 and 20 miles for the day. So we're going to do 2 runs, one in the morning. So let's see if we can get close to 10 miles this morning. I swear it gets darker each morning. So what do we say? Wednesday? So we're on day 3 of this heavy mileage, and yeah, seems to be going okay. There are 2 things I would note from this. Number 1 is I do think it's a good reset, and I felt like the training needed a bit of a reset like this. So this is a real sort of kick in the backside fitness wise. And then the other thing I would note is you gotta remember to take it easy. Like, I think you can easily go just a little bit too hard on each of these runs and put yourself into a massive deficit. So I'm trying to avoid that. And the plan today is to do a nice easy one this morning and then do a harder one on the treadmill tonight. Just like a steady state run, so not ridiculous, but harder. Moon. Then in the afternoon, I did 20 minutes at 6-minute miling with a break of 5 minutes in between, then 15 minutes at 6-minute miling, that's 3:43 a kilometre, and then 10 minutes at 6-minute miling. And that was a pretty tough session. That was super tough. I was going to do 3 by 20 minutes at 6-minute miling, which is 3:43 a kilometre. But with all that mileage, I just did not have it in me. So I did 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes. That'll do sometimes. It's just gotta be what it's gotta be. That's okay. Tomorrow's another day. There you go. Darker and darker. These camera phones are pretty good though. Like, you can't tell how dark it is. So another day, another kilometre. We're gonna hit hopefully a decent mileage today. We're gonna do morning run, evening run, just super relaxed, super low heart rate. See where we go. So here we are again. It's Friday and we're off to collect some more miles. And the reason I'm taking the same video every single day is sort of to show the monotony of this type of training. Like, every day you got to get up, you got to do the grind. And I've had a pretty busy week, both work-wise and kids, you know, getting back into classes and things like that. And there's always an excuse not to. But I feel like when you're doing this type of training, to me this is quite exciting because I'm pushing the boundaries. But you gotta buckle in for the monotony of same thing every day, and you know, making sure that you don't let the excuses get in the way of what you're trying to achieve. So let's do it again. Where's the moon? There it is. It's just moved today. It's up there. Hello, Mr. Moon. Okay, I don't want to be that guy in the gym, so I'm keeping this microphone close to me. We are in Banff, so we've got a bit of elevation that we're at, and we're running on the treadmill. Now I have 98 miles in my legs from the past 5 days, so we're looking at, what's that, 160k nearly for the last 5 days. So this is going to hurt, but I think that's the point. I want tired legs because that's what I'm going to have at the end of the marathon. So we're aiming for 4x5k with the first one. Well, I want to end at marathon pace or slightly faster. So let's see if we can get 3:45, 3:40, 3:35 and then 3:30 as the paces for each of these 5Ks. Ambitious, tired legs. We may only last 3, but let's give it a go. Okay, one done. I did 3:45 per kilometre pace, which is 18:45. So I'm gonna stick one of these in me. Cis Beta Fuel, try those out. And then the next one we'll try and hit 3:40s. I'm confident I can. It was, it's hot and sweaty, but it was a relatively relaxed effort, so let's keep it going. 2 done. I picked the right shirt here. This is absolutely dripping, but because it's black you can't see that. So we're an hour in, we've done 14k. That's the warm-up. 2x5k, that one was 3:40 a kilometre. So I'm happy with that. Just get this one done and then hammer the last one. So yeah, let's keep it going. I'm trying to get out of my mind the fact that West Ham got thumped by Spurs this morning. Let's not let that disappoint the day. Three done, 18 flat. So that was 3:35 a kilometre. Now we're going to hit 3:30s. Let's get it done. $3.30 a kilometre on that last one, so that's $17.30 for the last 5k. That's a good one. Mark that down. That's a good one. So Sunday I had one goal and one goal only, and that was to run a full marathon. I wanted to run 26.2 miles or 42.2 kilometres. And I went out to a road that I really like. I camped in my little camper van up at a campsite just to the right of this lake here. And this road is at 5,000 feet and it's a gravel road. It's a little bit bumpy at points, but I wanted to do a good long run, any old pace, up high. I know it's quite fashionable nowadays to stick like efforts into your long run, but I do like a good old-fashioned long run. Just getting out, not worrying about the pace and just running. And that's why I like coming here for this. Like, you don't worry about the pace up here. You're just out running long. The other advantage of this road, of course, is that the views are absolutely stellar. Like, look at these. And so you're running along this gravel road. Anytime a car comes past, it's not fantastic because there can be a bit of dust. But the cars, certainly early in the morning when I was running, were quite few and far between. And the scenery more than made up for that issue. So, long run, out on the gravel road, super high elevation. And I've got to say, I feel like I'm definitely pushing the boundaries. This is by far and away the furthest week I've ever run. This is the biggest mileage I've run in my life. and I'm taking it seriously. I want to make sure that we get this done and we get to New York as fit as possible. Now, I know I'm pushing the boundaries and there's of course injury risk here, but there was minimal hard running in this week, and so I think that's the issue, is that if you're going to be running this long, you got to make sure that you're taking things easy when you have to and you keep things nice and relaxed. Otherwise, you're just going to crush yourself. So as you'll see, I ended up running a 3:14 marathon on this run, which I was very happy with considering the elevation and the conditions and the mileage in my legs that I've been using over the last 2 weeks mainly, but certainly over the last 6 days prior to this run. So extremely happy with this run, pushing the boundaries, and now I think it's time to marry the two. I need to take all this mileage and all this speed, which I seem to have, and then marry the two into a bit of speed endurance. So from this point on, we're going to be hitting some sort of marathon pace runs or faster all the way through to New York.
There we go. Full marathon in 3:14 at 5,000 feet of elevation all the way on a hilly gravel road at the end of a 140 mile week, which is 225 kilometers, which is my furthest ever. If I'm not happy with that, I will never be happy with anything. That was a great week. And tomorrow I'm going to have a rest day. I don't know how to say it. That's a good week.